What is up, my WAP movie realists? Once again, I am Matt, and I am back for another real review. Thank you again for tuning in. And today's review is none other than the Colleen Hoover adapted book film, Regretting You, because this is definitely my type of movie. All right, I'm not. Listen, I'm a massive Allison Williams fan. I am a big Dave Franco fan. But for me, the two people that I even took the chance on checking this film out were McKenna Grace and Mason Thames. Just got to say, those two are just bound for stardom. Their chemistry is fantastic. They are honestly the heart and soul of this film. And whether it be their other projects like McKenna Grace in the past two Ghostbuster films, or Mason Thames in the Black Phone films, or How to Train Your Dragon, you can see that those two young actors and talents have chops. They are what makes this film absolutely bearable, on top of very good performances from Allison Williams and Dave Franco. However, I can tell you this is going to be a short review because I could not stand the damn thing. Now, it is a book, and I always lay out my rules for reviews when it comes to books and things based off of real life, that they're fair game to just go a little bit into more detail. So with that, this is a story about a family that is literally one step away from incest. And the only thing that's making it not incest is the fact that it's all in-laws. It's crazy. Just crazy, because her husband is having an affair with his baby mama, who just happens to be her sister, and they die, and it causes a whole mom and daughter drama because daughter worships mom and aunt, or worships dad and aunt, butts head with mom, and mom and sister's baby daddy have always had feelings for each other. And that is literally the premise of this film, is them figuring out their feelings. While also she just happens to like the son of a drug dealer for when those two were in high school. And it's a fucking mess. However, because of that, the performances make that mess bearable. I would never in my wildest dreams wish any of this on having to sit through any of this on anyone, but I know, guys, it's a rom-com. It is a rom-com, really dark and messed up rom-com, but it's a rom-com nonetheless. And it's just one of those things where you're just like, hey, this ain't for me. It really isn't. And it's really, at the end of the day, I don't know who this is for, besides people who like sappy, over dramatic bullshit. But at the end of the day, I can't hold the fact that it's sappy, over the line, over dramatic bullshit against it. So the plot sucks. I'm just going to be honest. I believe the plot sucks. It was just absolutely no reason, no purpose, just don't need it. Don't need it. And it's such a repetitive premise. I'm just over it. However, those four are my MVPs because god damn, they are fantastic, especially considering what they are given to work with. So I really dug their performances. I don't dig the movie whatsoever. I think it is a boring trash. However, I'm also a fair grader when it comes to this kind of stuff because I know this isn't made for me. I'm not the core audience for this, nor was I ever going to be. Occasionally, do you end up with surprises? Yes, but this is not one of them. So with that, my final grade for Regretting You, which I definitely semi-regret watching. Those performances are really bearing the weight of this grade right now. And that's a 3 out of 5 reels. Listen, McKenna Grace, we've seen her grow up over the years, whether it be Young Sheldon, at the aforementioned Ghostbusters films, so on and so forth. Mason Thames, my God, that kid is skyrocketing to being a Hollywood leading man. My own father's like, he reminds me of a young Andrew Garfield. I'm like, that's it. I've been trying to put my finger on this kid for so long because I loved him in How to Train Your Dragon. I would love, and this is just me being a big DC fan, I'd love if he ended up being our Nightwing or Robin in one of these adaptations. But there was a movie I saw him in, Monster Summer. That was the first thing I saw that kid in. And another movie that's not the best, kid's fantastic in it. He was great. I watched that and I'm like, I'm gonna keep an eye on him because and little did I know because I'd avoided seeing Black Phone. I didn't know he was in Black Phone. I'm a little bitch when it comes to horror. Loved him in Black Phone. Really loved him in Black Phone 2. Loved him as Hiccup in the live action How to Train Your Dragon. And I loved him in this. Those young talents have a future. I'm upset that I had to sit through this, but they made it bearable. So with that, again, a 3 out of 5. That's my review. I could go much, much lower. I'm not going to because I'm not letting my personal biases affect how I'm going to grade a film. I can admit it's not for me. However, it's not going to stop me from tearing apart a film that I don't like. Just over dramatic, over bullshit. I'm moving on. However, if you haven't already, check out our sister channel, Watt Gaming. That is where my business partner Shelley Cleek puts up our Twitch streams, primarily him after the fact, and you can go check those out. There, be sure to check out our new podcast series, The Daily Prophet Cast, where myself and Amber Moses talk all things Harry Potter, leading into the HBO original series Harry Potter. Give our thoughts, have discussions like this past episode's discussion, which you can check out now on the YouTube. Was David Yates bad for the franchise? So be sure to check that out. When it comes to that podcast, we also do accept donations for A4TE, Advocates for Trans Equality. So do that. And yeah, just regretting you. See it if you want. If you're a guy, just no. I don't think you're gonna like it. Chicks, yeah. Girls, women, whatever. I really think you guys will have a good time with it. There was a lot of crying in my theater, but that was not for me. I was just like, oh, why is this nearly 2 hours? This is torture. Anyways, signing off, I'm Matt. This was another real review, excuse me, and we'll see you next time.